Rachel Zegler is extraordinarily woke, but she's woke in a way that's quite deranged.
No one on the right.
But you don't seemingly like your own character, so she comes off as an insufferable, whiny brat.
She was, as woke as they are.
She just sounds bitter and angry.
I don't think they're going to buy it. I don't think they're going to watch it. I don't think they're going to like it.
This truly is the worst casting, maybe, in the history of the film industry.
Every time she speaks, she gets less like Rachel Zegler. She's an asshole.
You have nothing to do with the creation of Snow White. Right. You should shut up.
Spend 1 minute on Snow White and how it totally imploded at the box office this weekend.
Rachel is literally the star of a Disney movie, and she acts like she's some sort of victim, and that's the sort of mentality that is just poisoning people's minds. Like, she acts like her life is so bad.
I truly do believe that. There's something wrong with her. She's disturbed, she's unhappy, and she thinks it's about feminism and the patriarchy and about abortion, but the reality is she's just not stable, like the majority of people in Hollywood. They're just not stable human beings. I would highly advise that you boycott this film, no matter how much your children love Snow White.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, I don't need your business. Thanks.
They spent $170 million to make the thing, and it had the lowest opening, under $50 million, of any of these live-action Disney remakes that they've ever had.
And, you know the saying, go woke, get broke, and Disney's going to lose money on this movie. And I believe it only made less than $1 million in China.
If Disney wants to make more woke films that tank at the box office, they are more than welcome to do that, but maybe think of an original idea.
A few lessons for Disney. Number one, stop cannibalizing all your old IP. Like, it's really bad. It's really bad business. Number two, please stop changing all of the historic plots, which actually have meaning to generations of people, to instead become generic woke story about how woman leads revolutionary uprising and she don't need no man.
All right, picture this. A Disney classic, a huge budget, and a so-called modern twist. Sounds like a recipe for success, right? Wrong. Because what if I told you that one actress, just one, managed to tank an entire movie before it even hit theaters? Yeah, buckle up, because this is the insane downfall of Disney's live-action Snow White.
Constantly say things that are like just atrocious because they're looking for attention and they can never have enough of it. They can never have enough of it.
Disney had one job: take a beloved fairy tale and bring it to life. Simple, right? Well, not when you hire someone who straight up trashes the original story. Rachel Zegler, the star of this $200 million mess, made it clear she wasn't a fan of the classic. She called the prince a stalker, mocked the love story, and basically acted like she was too good for the role. Rachel? You literally signed up to play Snow White.
Using Disney of inserting unnecessary feminism into classic fairy tales.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
And be swept off of your feet and live happily ever after. No, you should want to be the prince. You should want to go out and fight the bad guys with a sword.
It's no prince or a different kind of prince. I'm sure a lot of people will assume it's a love story just because, we cast a guy in the movie. Right. Andrew Burnap, great dude. Yeah. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Who the hell are you?
It's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Snow White is running for president.
I'm launching my campaign.
They have been making this film for a very long time because it's just been so scandalized. And so they had to basically put it on ice after people were firstly outraged by Rachel Zegler speaking ill about the prior film, the film that she was remaking. And it's such a weird thing for their whole pitch as feminists to be is like the best thing you can strive to be as a man. Everything will be great once we just act exactly like men. There's nothing special about being a woman. Let's just be men. It just doesn't feel like we're winning.
Say all of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Like, who are you?
Oh my God.
Are you Disney? I've read your book, and I have. It's a phenomenal book. You're losing generation of loyal viewers. When you think about Snow White, what is the premise? What is the story?
It's a love story. It's a love story.
It's a dream for a girl to grow up and a man falls in love.
I'm really upset that the biggest theme here is that it's anti-men. And she called him a stalker. Fans.
And if you think that's bad, just wait till you hear what she said next. Instead of embracing the magic of Disney, she went full-on woke warrior. She wanted the movie to be all about female empowerment and made sure everyone knew she wasn't here for the whole princess waiting for a prince thing. But here's the problem. Snow White is literally a love story. That's the whole point. And fans? Oh, they were not having it.
Interview clip that you read the quote from, but she's gone on to talk about this film numerous times, how she once thought Snow White was creepy, she doesn't like the prince, she thinks she should get paid more because she has to wear that dress, she should get paid for streaming for every hour she has to wear the dress. I mean, talk about biting the hand that feeds you.
They got even crazier, and they decided that the dwarves in Snow White weren't woke enough, okay?
These are roles made for actors of my stature. I can't go out for the Harrison Ford or the George Clooney roles, because that's not for me.
Right.
And now it's taken away. I don't feel that's right.
Did the dwarfs make it or no?
Well, the CGI dwarfs did. Of course, that goes back to the original controversy where Peter Dinklage, a very talented little person actor, said, why are we doing that? We've hired a Latina actress to be Snow White. That's progressive. But you're going to hire little people to play the dwarfs? That just seems like a step backwards. And then, of course, Disney instantly buckled and said, okay, we're going to add magical creatures.
What is this process now where it's like, in order to be inclusive, you have to completely destroy storylines, completely destroy franchises? I don't believe in that. I don't think that consumers believe in that either.
So what do you think? Is this the final nail in the coffin for Disney's live-action remakes? Or can they still turn things around? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button if you think Hollywood needs a wake-up call. Oh, and if you want to hear about another Hollywood disaster, stick around, because this next one, it's even worse.